The whisper of trees every year. Hundreds vanish in U.S. national parks. Not stolen, not killed, just gone. And some say the trees remember. The story begins in the fall of 1991. Over 500,000 acres of dense forest, fog-drenched valleys, and peaks so high they'd blot out the sun by mid-afternoon. Location: Glacier Peak, Wilderness, Washington State. Our main characters are introduced. Eli Sanders, a 45-year-old forest ranger, newly transferred from Colorado. Widowed, quiet, meticulous, haunted by something he never talks about. Harper Lynn, a 26-year-old anthropology grad student researching indigenous myths tied to national parks. Malik Turner, a local podcaster obsessed with conspiracy theories, particularly the missing 411 cases. A child, 6-year-old Liam Foster, has vanished from his family campsite. No scream, no sound, no struggle. His footprints stop in the middle of an open clearing. Bloodhounds refuse to enter the forest beyond a certain ridge. They meet under strange circumstances. He was playing tag. A husband turned away for 2 minutes. Then, nothing. Liam's mother, Sabi, the trio, Eli, Harper, and Malik, are drawn together as the official search parties begin. But something feels ... off. Rangers report radio interference. It's a red zone, a stretch of wilderness where compasses spin, and hikers often report missing time or lost hours. Even animals stay away. No nests, no sounds, just ... silence. And deep in the woods, a rescue worker finds something horrifying. A child's shoe sitting neatly atop a stump, with no prints around it. The red zone in the park has an unofficial nickname among veteran rangers. Eli tells Harper about it during a night patrol. Malik's recording equipment picks up distorted whispers, even when no one is speaking. Bring him back. Liam's missing shoe lies at its center. Some places aren't meant to be mapped, he says. Harper digs into old Native American stories, finding parallels of forest spirits that mimic voices, lure children away, and can only be seen in reflections. Meanwhile, Malik interviews locals who've had bizarre experiences. A woman who claims she heard her missing brother calling her name from the trees 10 years after he vanished. Whatever made them was hanging or crawling down from above. The deeper you go, the more the forest knows who you are and uses it against you. He got a voice on a frequency he wasn't monitoring. One must stay, one must guide, one must feed. In the static, there's a voice whispering 3 words: don't look up. When they find him again, he's standing still, eyes open, unblinking. A hiker who blacked out for 8 hours and awoke 12 miles from his last location with no memory. When she wakes up, her boots are wet, as if she had walked through a stream. But he saw something that day, a massive shape, humanoid but wrong, blending perfectly with the bark of a tree, watching. A hunter who saw a figure watching him, tall, gray-skinned, standing completely still, then gone when he blinked. A ritual meant to summon the guide, not to ask for help, but to force the forest to give something back. Their investigation continues. Strange things begin to happen. Eli hears his late wife's voice whispering from the woods. The stone circle could be an ancient marker or a boundary. Harper sees her reflection in a creek move a few seconds after she does. One night, the group discovers an ancient stone circle deep in the forest, half buried and covered in moss. Behind her, the trees begin moving, not swaying, shifting like limbs untangling. They run, but he hums a lullaby, one Harper remembers from her childhood, one only her mother used to sing, and its shadow stretches toward them longer than the moonlight should allow. Suddenly, all their compasses and GPS devices go dead. They aren't alone. Coves and imitations, then ... silence. They retreat to camp in silence, each shaken. Harper replays Malik's tape again and again. That night, Harper dreams of Liam. He's standing at the edge of the stone circle, whispering something unintelligible while pointing into the woods. The next morning, Eli finds claw-like marks on a tree near their tent, but they're upside down. They begin to suspect the red zone is some kind of trap, not just geographically, but psychically. Malik plays a new tape for them. Later, while hiking back to the stone circle, Malik is separated from the others for only a few minutes. When he finally speaks, he doesn't remember where he went. The guide tree, Eli, confesses something disturbing. I's wife disappeared in Rocky Mountain National Park 5 years ago under identical circumstances. It's a single footprint, a final call on the radio. He never told anyone because they labeled it an accident. That's why he transferred here. He's been following sightings, trying to find a pattern. Harper suggests that maybe the red zone is a thin place, a tear between realities. Malik proposes a dangerous idea. What if they perform a ritual from one of Harper's indigenous texts? They return to the stone circle at dusk. They chant, K. They burn cedar. Malik begins bleeding from the nose. Then the wind dies, and a figure appears just outside the circle. Tall, bark-skinned, mouthless, but its eyes are Liam's. Eli reaches forward. The figure jerks its head. The forest groans. Suddenly, Harper screams. As they flee, Malik stumbles. The entity doesn't follow, but watches. They make it back to camp, but now Malik refuses to speak. He stares into the fire, mouthing something silently. Harper wakes that night to find her reflection missing from her handheld mirror. The second disappearance morning brings no peace. Malik is gone. No signs of struggle, no trail, no sound. He was sitting by the fire when Harper last checked. Now the fire is cold, the woods silent. Eli is unnerved but methodical. He marks a wide perimeter and begins searching. Harper tries Malik's recorder, which he left behind. The last recording is short, just breathing, then static, then a voice, trade complete. Now listen. They scour the forest for hours, circling back to the stone circle. There, Harper finds Malik's parka folded neatly, like laundry. A strange symbol is scratched into the stone, a spiral branching into 3 arms. Eli's radio crackles. It's Malik's voice, faint. Help, ... Wrong. I see, ... It's not me anymore, ... Double quotes, then silence. Harper's hands tremble. They didn't take him. They ... broke him. As they make camp that night, Eli spots eyes in the dark. Not animal, not glowing, reflecting, motionless, 6 feet off the ground. He fires a warning shot. Nothing moves. But in the morning, Harper's journal has a new entry neither of them wrote. 3 for the gate. 1 must leave. 1 must stay. 1 must guide the next. The trail of ashes. Harper insists they hike out. Eli agrees, reluctantly. But as they walk, the forest begins to loop. They pass the same rock 3 times, the same broken tree. Time is wrong. Harper's watch reads 11:30 a.m. for over 2 hours. Finally, they see something new. A narrow trail of ash stretching deep into the woods. They follow it, hoping it leads to a recent fire, or even Malik. Instead, it leads to a cabin, old, rotting, half swallowed by vines, not on any map. Inside, they find walls covered in photographs, hundreds, all black and white, all of different missing persons, children, adults, rangers. Harper finds a photo of herself, taken that morning, standing at the edge of the circle. Eli opens a drawer. Inside, dozens of small shoes, necklaces, and watches, all tagged with names and dates. It's a collector, Harper says, or it's something that keeps trophies. In the basement, they discover bones, human, small. Eli is overcome, collapses, sees a vision of his wife, standing at the edge of the forest, mouth open but silent, as if screaming underwater. He blacks out. Harper drags him outside. The trail of ash is gone. The forest around them, changed. The loop Harper tries to keep Eli awake. He mumbles in delirium about his wife, about a bargain, about a name he never told her. She notices something strange. The moss on the trees is now growing on the south side. Earlier, it was on the north. The forest isn't just looping paths, it's changing directions. They walk for hours. The sun never moves. No birds, no wind, silence. Then they find a clearing, camped in it, themselves, or rather, copies of them, frozen in place, staring blankly. One Harper, one Eli, both covered in ash. Harper screams. The doppelgangers turn. Smile. Eli pulls her back. They run. The forest closes behind them like a curtain. Back at their old camp, the fire is still burning, but they never let it. There's another entry in Harper's journal. He is awake. The forest is watching through your eyes. Eli's truth. Eli breaks. He tells Harper everything. Years ago, he and his wife hiked near Mount Massive. She vanished, but not before he heard her say one word. Legends. Read every missing 411 report. Learned at the red zones, places where reality bends, where something hunts for minds, not bodies. A T, and he made a deal. I'd lead them to it. 3 souls. That's the toll. In return, I'd get her back. Harper is horrified. So this was a trap. Used us, Eli cries. I didn't know it would be you. I didn't think it would choose the kid. Suddenly, the forest howls. Not wind, not animal. Something ancient. Harper backs away. Eli drops to his knees. Take me, he shouts. I've done what you asked. The trees groaned. From between them, Malik emerges. But it isn't Malik. His face is too smooth. His movements too mechanical. Eyes too black. The imitation speaks. You broke the rule. Now the forest breaks you. The earth splits. Vines wrap Eli's legs, drag him screaming into the soil. Harper runs. She doesn't stop until dawn, but there is no dawn, just more trees. The hollow ones Harper wanders for hours, maybe days. Time has dissolved. Hunger gnaws at her, but worse is the sound, like whispering from beneath the earth. At the edge of a ridge, she finds a tree unlike the others. It's hollow, scorched inside. It's carved into the bark. Return what was taken. That night, she dreams of Malik. He is inside the tree, bound in roots, repeating, you brought it with you. She wakes to find the forest full of people, dozens of them standing between the trees, pale eyes, blackened, motionless, hollow ones. Victims taken long ago, left behind as watchers. They part to reveal a path. She follows. At the end, she finds a stone platform, the same as the circle from the beginning, but deeper, cracked with red light beneath. Above it, a mirror, ancient and tall. She approaches. In it, she sees herself, only not herself. Eyes empty, mouth sewn shut. The reflection speaks. All who vanish leave part of themselves behind. The bargain reversed. Harper stands before the mirror. It shows her fears, her regrets, the faces of her lost friends, her parents, herself then, a voice from behind her. Eli, or something like him. You can end it, take the place, seal the gate. You've been chosen. Harper turns to face the thing, wearing Eli's face. But now she understands. It isn't him. It never was. The forest doesn't hunt with claws. It hunts with memories. She smashes the mirror. A scream erupts from the woods. The hollow ones collapse. The sky pulses red. From the cracks in the platform, black tendrils lash out, reaching for Harper. She runs. It's time. She doesn't run away. She runs through. It's through the place where the trees blur, where time skips. She arrives back at the circle. The final journal entry writes itself in front of her. One must leave. One must stay. One must guide the next. She understands now. Harper takes Malik's place, kneels in the center, whispers a name, hers. She fades at the forest edge. Rescue team finds a woman, disoriented, clutching a journal. It's Harper, but her eyes are not her own. The returner, the rescue team, thinks they've found a miracle. Harper is dehydrated, but stable. Her story makes little sense. Lost in the woods, she says. Fog, trees moved, friends gone. The medics chalk it up to trauma. PTSD. She's taken to a hospital in order. But there are ... inconsistencies. Her vitals don't match her age. She speaks slowly, like translating thoughts from somewhere else. She avoids mirrors, refuses to sleep near windows, and most disturbingly, her blood type is different. Investigators try to reach Eli. Malik, no trace. Only a burned cabin in a part of the forest that doesn't appear on satellite images. When a nurse finds Harper's journal under her pillow, the final pages are filled with a symbol, the triple spiral. She begins to draw it obsessively, in the food tray, on her bedsheets, even carved into her skin. Late one night, Harper vanishes from her room. Surveillance footage shows her walking into a janitor's closet. She never comes out. One must guide 2 years later. A YouTuber named Tyler Quinn releases a docuseries, Vanished in the Pines, the National Park Conspiracy. He's investigating the missing 411 cases, mentions Harper, Eli, even shows the recovered journal, now redacted by the government. He camps near the same range. Viewers watch his videos with fascination till the final episode. Tyler's footage cuts in and out. He stands at a familiar stone circle. It's night. Wind howls. He's not alone. A voice unmistakably Harper's whispers from the trees. Welcome, guide. The camera shakes violently. Last frame. Tyler's face, wide-eyed, transfixed, then black. 3 weeks later, the channel updates with a new video. Tyler is back, sitting at a desk.com, distant. He smiles, softly. I want to tell you about something strange I found in the woods. His eyes distill, his smile too symmetrical. He begins to draw the spiral. Final line. In every national park, there are places where maps lie and trees remember. If you hear someone calling your name in the woods, don't answer. It might not be who you think. It might be your turn. Somewhere, deep in the silence of the pines, the forest still waits. It remembers every name spoken within it, every soul it has kept, and every bargain made. Maybe you think you're safe, watching from the glow of a screen behind locked doors. The truth is, the forest isn't just in Colorado, or Oregon, or the Smokies. It's wherever things vanish without reason, wherever maps blur, wherever you feel watched, even when you're alone. So the next time you hear your name whispered in the wind, don't answer, because not every voice calling you back is human.